Hello guys, today I would like to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's creating effects for many lasers. As a background picture this time I will use TV tower from Guangzhou. If you will ever have a chance to travel to China, make sure you visit this one. It's really amazing. So this is my laser setup. As you can see, I'm using 8 lasers and I have installed them on the side of the buildings. Because I think the shape of the building is really nice, so it would be nice to follow it with laser show as well. The problem with lasers is they look good. So even if you use simple effects like these, the laser show will look good. But well, let's try if we could not make it somehow better. Usually you don't need to do something else completely with every laser, because it will look like mess, like this one. So it doesn't look good. There is no logic inside. That's not a good way. So let's take an easy example. Let's take this rotating plane. It would look a lot better if every plane is slightly moved on every laser. So how to do it? We will create the multi-scene. And now what you can do here, you can assign this plane, rotating plane, to every laser. Now, as you can see, all of the lasers are already rotating. And what I can do here, I can select every laser and slightly move it in time, the starting time. So let's make this 1.4 and 0.6. And as you can see, the rotating effect is now a lot more interesting. And what I can do, I can easily copy these effects on the other side as well. Yeah. And I have rotating plane, which is slightly different. Well, and if you compare this to the old effect, I think the new one looks a lot more interesting. And let's take another example, this moving plane up and down. What we can do, we can try to improve it. So again, let's create some multi-scene. Again, I can assign the moving plane to every laser. And what now I can do, I can slightly move them in time. So 0.4 seems nice. And every laser is multiplied. And as you can see, it's more interesting. I can copy it again to the other side. And now you have different effect. Again, I think it's a lot more interesting than the old one.
And it took me how long? 5 seconds?
And let's take another type of effect, changing the brightness. So this will look nice, and in some part of the music it will be definitely a good choice. But let's try to improve it. Again, I will assign this simple effect to the lasers, and again we will move them in time slightly. 0.3 seems nice. Yeah, and again we can copy it to the other side. Well, this looks a lot more interesting, I think. But I don't have to create just symmetric effects. So let's take as an example again with this circle. Let's assign it to every laser, like this. By the way, you can use Control to select multiple lasers. And now we can slightly move them in time, one by each other, like this. And you can use mouse wheel to change these values. And as you can see, I'm finished. Again, I think it's more interesting than just this flashing effect. Of course, it depends on the music you will use. But this is a way how to improve these simple copy and paste effects into more interesting animations. But of course you can mix completely different effects, like in different color. So for example, let's use a blue effect on the first part. Again, we can slightly move them in time, so it will look more interesting. And the second side, we can make it yellow. Yellow and blue is nice together. 0.6 and 0.9. Yeah, and again, nice effect done in a few seconds. I think this one would look really great in the air. It's like cutting the air into pieces. So as you can see, it's really easy and simple to create new effects for many lasers in Moncha. And we think that creating laser shows should be fun and should not be complicated, like, I don't know, driving a space shuttle. Again, if you like our product, you can download the software for free, and if you need laser output, you can buy one of our devices. And I'm looking forward to see your laser shows for many lasers.